I started CrossLife because I believe that the Great Commission begins in the home. As mom and dad cultivate a healthy, Christ-centered marriage, as they invest in the spiritual formation of one another and of their kids, they are doing the most important work of their lives. And yet I know that too few parents have a vision for what this looks like. And even if they do, it is often difficult for them to find the time or the right tools to make it happen. Parents are busy and kids are busy, and so often the important work of faith formation gets pushed to the side.
And so we rather leave it to the professionals, in this case the ministers of the church, to engage with our children, to teach our children what's right and what's wrong. But the truth is that we ourselves, as parents, are supposed to be engaged in that also, partnering with the church. But it starts in the home. We have to be able to engage our children in those kinds of conversations and also model for them what it's like to be disciples of Jesus Christ. Even for students that I've encountered at Rice University who have grown up in the church, they are not too different from students who maybe just are new believers or even those who don't know Jesus Christ yet, which really speaks of just how what a poor job the church has done and we as parents have done in equipping our children to walk with Christ.
And then when it comes to the global church, I believe that the situation is even more dire. Many of these believers are first generation. They are the ones who are the first in their families to become Christians. So they don't have any idea what it means to live a Christian life, or to have a Christian marriage or a Christian family. And so the missionaries and others who are working in these areas, they're looking for resources to disciple believers in these areas, and they just don't exist.
I think in Japan, it's just monumentally important to have good resources to help people process their things like family systems and their relationships with their family. People just are coming from family situations where they are the only Christian, and their parents are not believers, and so they just have never seen it modeled for them how to live as a Christian family. Having a written Bible study, having audio resources to give to people, to sit with somebody and to listen to these resources with people as CrossLife is translating resources and bringing them into Japan. I think I have a vision that it would not only help the churches that I'm directly involved with developing and planting, but help churches all over Japan. You know, the internet is just such an awesome way to distribute resources. And I think as we do, that can be an element of the power of God going out to help fulfill the Great Commission. That's part of the way that the Lord is working.
What I want to do with the curricula that we are developing here at CrossLife is to help married couples and families by creating a picture of who God is and what He wants for our lives that captivates believers and motivates them to want to grow in their faith. There are lots of needs to give to. What I am asking people to consider is not the need for today, but the need for tomorrow. Who will be the pastors and the missionaries and the Bible scholars and the humanitarian workers and the housewives and the career Christians and all the rest if our generation does not own our responsibility and our privilege of discipling them today?
Psalm 127 says that children are a heritage of the Lord. It says that like arrows in the hand of a warrior are the children of our youth, and that blessed is the man who fills his quiver with them. So our children have a purpose. They are in the hands of a warrior, and that warrior ultimately, of course, is the Lord Himself. And it is our job as parents to make sure that those arrows are sharp, that they are equipped to fulfill the purpose for which they're made, and that's to penetrate the heart of stone of the unbeliever so that the gospel of Jesus Christ can live there.
So let me ask you, what is the next generation worth? What are they worth?